about talk about something very important. Does anyone else feel like they suffer from wartime PTSD flashbacks from living and struggling through COVID? Anyone else? That's my question. Because I was talking to someone today, and like it was funny because like he was like really, really, really like well spoken, and we were talking about like business and stuff, and then suddenly COVID became brought up. COVID and the fact that I was like very careful with COVID, and this person starts repeating the same words over and over again. He says, like very, very many times in like many sentences. And I was like, wait a second, like, are you having, like, I looked it up. Apparently, people with PTSD from wartime have like sacred words they repeat. And I'm like, so basically, you're telling me that like people who have to go into work and like work at a high risk COVID job, get COVID and like go through an extremely life-threatening experience and come back out of it, but do they suffer PTSD flashbacks? Like, that's a question, because I was talking to this person today and I was like, wait, this guy like is really like repeating words like over and over again. And I got like really nervous. I'm like holy shit, you sound like you've been through a lot. Like, holy shit, like you really do. So that's the topic for today. I have another topic which I'm gonna make a new live stream because, I gotta get that double thumbnail, double AdSense type shit. But we're gonna get some people here. We're gonna see how many people are gonna join. Probably not. We'll see. We'll see about this thumbnail and everything. All right, you want me to do a shower show? Tip me, like 25. No. Tip me like 100 and I'll do it. Tip me 100, I'll do it. And if you don't have an 100, tip me 50. 50 is, we'll do 50. I'll do it. 100, I'll do it. Definitely 100. Definitely 100. But yeah, guys. I also have another thing to talk about. Thank you for saying my energy is good tonight. Yeah, like I have to say, like I went beyond my comfort zone today. My energy is really good because, like, first of all, I was talking to this really nice support specialist from Apple, and they were like so enthusiastic about my job. They weren't like the average like support specialist who's like so generic and so like they put out the most boring shit. This person was like animated. They were like different. They were different than all the rest. They were complimenting me on my businesses. They were hyping me up. And I was like, at the end of I had seen a TikTok one time where this person was like, who like asked like they like fell in love with like the support specialist. And I was like, okay, this is a really odd question to ask, but I want to see if I can fall in love. No, I said, what's your social media? Like, I can like connect because you're so like, I love your energy. Like, that person's energy was it. Like, it was amazing. Their energy was amazing. But yeah, I've had quite the eventful like past couple days. If you want to hear about it, basically, I've been trying to look at this amazing setup. Like, look, this is the front cam. Do I look like I'm a beautiful, majestic TikToker who gets millions of views per video? No. But I have something different. I didn't get their social, yo. She said, oh yeah, it's very frowned upon. It's not against the rules. And so they left me and I will never speak with them again. And that's just so sad. But yeah, and then I spoke with this other person who was like, holy shit. He like literally had like PTSD flashbacks. Like, when I mentioned like how careful I was around COVID, and it was almost as if like he was coughing throughout it, and maybe he just felt like guilty. Maybe he's had to feel guilty, like the fact that like he's working and has COVID. Like, maybe he feels guilty, or maybe he's been through COVID where he feels as if he wants to like yeah, he has like, you know, like, cause he just kept repeating the words, you know, like very like methodically, very like mantra type shit, and I was like, holy shit, like maybe if you make a TikTok about it, you'll go viral and they'll find you. Ah, true. Oh, could I say the text? Could I say the text? Maybe. That's a good point. That's a good point. I could say the text. But I'm not gonna go viral. Like, I never go viral. Well, I was talking to Apple Support. Y'all want to know why I was talking to Apple Support? You guys are getting red for this. You ain't never seen the level of content that I have the power to create if I just drum up enough support in my direction on social media where I could get this set up. Your energy is lit, Jeanette K. Thank you. Oh my god, I always try to keep it lit. So here's the thing. What if I rebranded my channel? Like Candy K? Do you know I came up with that shit like on the fly? Because I was like, oh, I gotta just make a YouTube channel. Like, I'm sick of this job. Let me just make a YouTube channel. Like, what if I just rebranded it? What if I rebranded it? Like, I don't even do mukbangs anymore. Like, I can do more content. But here's the thing. So here's the thing, guys. I have this idea that's, yeah, admit your fun tonight. Thank you. Yeah, I started just churning out the content because I want to keep it hype. I want to keep it lit. I don't want to have to just read the comments and have there be silence. Like, I'm trying to, and also, like, I'm a little high energy. Like, I haven't taken some naps in a couple times, but here's the thing. Y'all ain't ready for the level of content that I have the potential to produce. And this is what I've been doing the past couple days. I have been freaking absolutely just floored with, like, I fucking fell in love with this freaking camera. Like, this camera that I saw with this girl using on TikTok, and she gets, like, millions of views. And I just fell in love with this camera, and I started doing research, and I researched. And holy shit, this camera's got me sucked in. So basically, I have been spent the past, like, 3 days just kind of, like, nonstop research on this camera. And should I tell you the camera? I don't know. Tip me something and I'll tell you what the camera it is. But the camera is basically this, amazing camera. Like, the quality, if you want to see it, look up Alice Delish on TikTok. That's where you can find the quality of TikTok that I was just staring at. I'm like, holy shit, like, this girl's TikToks are fucking amazing. So anyway, I figured out what kind of camera she uses, which by a miracle, by a chance, a stroke of luck, I tweeted her a million times. I was like, please, just tell me your freaking camera. And she, of course, ignored me because she's probably a secretive bitch. Thank you so much for the Hooters. Yo, thank you for the $5. My goodness, I really appreciate it. Yo, that's what keeps me running. I mean, I know I make a couple $100, but, like, I really need that, you know, because, like, you know, there... holy shit, I'm saying you know. You know. That's the word the guy was saying. He was like, you know. And it was, like, really scary. I'm like, holy shit, I feel like you've been through a lot. Like, I feel like you've been through COVID and, like, shit, but it's just scary. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, this camera has gotten me absolutely just very interested in many ways, and it's hard not to stare and be transfixed and hypnotized by this beautiful camera, because you basically just look at it and, like, holy shit. You look at all these footages and they're amazing, and I'm just thinking, if I can get my face looking like this quality, imagine, my face is iconic, not right now, but, like, with a filter and blonde hair, in my opinion, I look like the cutest little Barbie doll in the whole wide world. And with this new camera, thank you so much for the $3, really appreciate it. It makes me lit. Just want to make sure you're not talking to Apple scammers. You know what? That's actually really true, because both of them were definitely, like, different. Like, they were different. And they did ask for some personal information, but, like, no, this is definitely not Apple scammers, because this is literally from the Apple support thing. And I had messaged them first, so I think it's fine. But yeah, so basically what I'd like to know, what I'd like to see and know and everything. What were we saying? Oh yeah, this camera, this lens. So this the camera lens has got me transfixed and hypnotized, and now that I have a bag, I'm just kind of like, holy shit, like I can get this camera, I can get this lens, and I get this setup where my face will look freaking amazing. Like, holy shit, like this, do you know how crazy the focal lengths can change your face? Maybe not, maybe I'm just being, I don't know, but like filters can definitely help. But so yeah, like, I don't know, there's a lot of TikTokers who like go viral for just being pretty, and I feel that my face could be really pretty and could get a lot of views if I have this extra set. So anyway, it's a really nice camera. It's an extremely nice camera. I'm not going to give away the secrets, the deets, unless you want to buy it through my Amazon link. I'm kidding. But we're going to like look up more footage because I'm transfixed with this thing. And can someone suffer a wartime PTSD flashback from being COVID over? I mean, that's a serious question. And like, my thumbnail is really good. Like, yeah, I only have 6 people here, but like, I feel that thumbnail is good. Like, it's very interesting. All these other, like, videos, they're so generic, like, anyway, I'm trying to see, like, more footage of this camera, because I was really on a roll there. So we're gonna go, yes. I want to see this in action. I want to see my lens in action and see. Okay, we're gonna see what he has to say. So is anyone with me? No one's talking. Everyone's listening, I suppose. I'm talking and keeping it lit, but no one wants to talk. So we're gonna take a little break, wait for you guys to talk, because
Photo.com, and I want to tell you why I hate teleconverters. But before I do that, I want to share what Nikon defines a teleconverter as on their website. And I quote, "A teleconverter allows you to increase the apparent focal length of a lens, giving you a greater telephoto effect than a lens alone." A teleconverter is basically a magnifying lens that is placed between the camera body and lens. That sounds great, right? You can simply buy one zoom lens like a 70-300, purchase a 2x converter, and when you need more reach, slap it on and get a 140-600 millimeter equivalent lens. It's that simple, isn't it? Nope. In theory, it sounds like a simple, affordable fix for getting more reach, but in reality, you will be highly disappointed. The reason I'm making this video is so that you don't make the same mistake that I made when I was 14 years old, when I thought that I could simply add my 2x converter to my 100-300 millimeter 5.6 Canon lens and instantly get closer to the action and still get shots just as good as if I didn't have the converter on. Where most people go wrong with teleconverters is they don't realize the cause and effect it has on their settings. When I ordered a 2x converter from the back of one of those photo magazines when I was 14, the salesperson didn't ask me what lens I was putting it on. They didn't explain what would happen as soon as I put it on my lens. So when I went out to shoot my first baseball game with the 2x teleconverter on the 100-300 5.6, I was in for a huge shock. As soon as I looked through the viewfinder, nothing was clear. It was like looking through fog. On top of that, the lens wouldn't focus properly. Why was this the case? Why was everything darker? Why was the focus so bad? Here are the facts. When you put a 2x converter on any lens, your aperture is going to go up 2 stops. If you put a 1.4x converter on a lens, it's going to go up 1 stop. My 5.6 became an f11. I lost 2 stops of light. Now, because I lost 2 stops of light, my shutter speed had to slow way down and was probably around 1/125th of a second at f11 with what was probably 400 ISO film at the time. And when you're trying to photograph action, that loss of light is going to lead to terrible images. most likely blurry images when you're shooting action. But what about today with newer cameras, lenses, and teleconverters? Do you still have the same issues? You'll always have the loss of light issue, period. No matter how you slice it, a 2x converter is going to cost you 2 stops of light. But with that being said, ISO in today's cameras can be pushed even further and still give you quality, clean results. On top of that, Canon and Nikon both make 200 to 400 and a 180 to 400 f4 respectively, with a built-in 1.4 teleconverter that can pop in and pop out. When you take off the lid right here and we move this switch right on the side, we go from the 1x, which
This is very interesting to me. I am enthralled.
You can
So enthralled. I've been enthralled for many days.
Now those are amazing lenses, but they will set you back 10 grand, and I still think that they're not super tack sharp. Let's take a look at a few examples from modern.
This is why you gotta have a
with
business around
teleconverters.
this shit,
This
because
image was taken with the Sony A1.
it's
with
like
a 400
$20,000 for all
and a
this shit.
2x Sony converter, giving me an 800mm f4. Is it tack sharp? No, it's not. Does
I'm
that
watching
matter if it's being used on the web or
a video
magazine or
about
Instagram or
cameras.
newspaper? Not really, because it will still look fine at the end of the day. But would it have the same sharpness if I didn't use the converter and simply just cropped in? I'm gonna say yes, because the lens focuses better without the converter. No matter what Sony, Canon, or Nikon try to tell you, and they try to say that it's all digital and it focuses just as fast, it doesn't. It just seems to not be able to get those images super duper tack sharp. These next images were taken with the A1 along with the 400 2.8, which had a 1.4 converter on it. When you zoom in, you can see it's not sharp. It's just off. It looks off. It feels slightly off. But this image right here is without the converter and cropped to closely mimic what the frame would look like if I had a 1.4 converter on it. Doesn't it just look sharp? Doesn't it look better? The edges are more defined. The focus is more accurate, and the overall image just looks better. By the way,
You're fucking right. Holy shit.
after cropping that image, it's still a 21 megapixel file. Let me jump in here real quick because I want to show you FroPack 3 in action on this photo taken with the Canon EOS R5. We're going to start with one click with Fifth Element, and boom, followed by Eckert, which looks great. Then we're going down to November Rain. Look at how that looks. Prestige Worldwide gives us that more realistic look. And then we've got Winnebago right here. But I want to scroll up to FroPack 1 because I want to show you with one click what Skittles does. Now, Skittles gets us pretty close. Now, if you're looking to speed up your raw workflow or give yourself a great starting point, we created 15 all-new custom Lightroom presets that you can check out right now at fronosphoto.com.
But, like, you knew what you were doing, but, like, those lightings are lit. So why is, like, only 11 people here? It's probably the title and thumbnail. Should I create a new title and thumbnail? Yeah, let's create a new title and thumbnail. Keep this shit hype, because we've been 18 minutes and, like, this video is not popping. So we're going to make another video. We're gonna title it The Camera Stuff and come back in 2 minutes because it's not popping. Like, where's the boobies? But it is what it is. Come back in, like, 2 seconds as I make a new thumbnail. Bye!